And welcome back to the morning show. It's Wednesday. It's 7:25, our second installment of The Wise Guy. And today we're live on location at Loomis Labs on the campus of the University of Illinois, Mr. Matt Sellen's personal playground.
Yes, it is.
Today we're talking about acceleration and not kids trying to make it to class on time, right?
Right. Right, exactly. So here we go. In the first segment, we showed that everything accelerates at the same rate due to gravity. So if I drop something straight down, or if I throw it sideways, it's still going to hit the ground at the same time because the force of gravity causes everything to speed up as it falls at 32 feet per second every second.
Right.
So that means if you drop something, 1 second later it's moving 32 feet per second is it's going to be its velocity. 2 seconds later it's going to be twice 32 or 64 feet per second and so on. All right. Now, if something is moving with a constant velocity, then its distance increases linearly with time. So in other words, if you're driving 30 miles an hour for 1 hour, you've gone 30 miles.
Sure.
For 2 hours, you've gone 60 miles, okay? But if you're speeding up that whole time, you can imagine that the distance you go is then going to not just go linearly in time, it's going to go as the square of time because the velocity is getting bigger and the distance gets bigger faster with velocity, okay? And so anyways, to illustrate this, we have this contraption in front of us, which is a ramp. Now, when you drop something straight down, it speeds up rather rapidly, and it's hard to actually catch that by eye. If you roll something down a ramp, it also has a constant acceleration. It's speeding up with a constant acceleration, just like something that falls. However, it does so much more gently. So what this thing does, and I'm going to make the little beeper go on, press this button, is that we have here a ball that's going to roll down the ramp, and we have these flashing lights, which flash about every second. And so you have the first light, which is pretty close. The second light is farther apart, and you see that the distance between the lights gets larger and larger and larger. The spacing actually goes like the square of the number of the lights. So if this is 1 unit of measure to the first light, there's 4 units to the second, 2 squared is 4, there's 9 units to the third, 3 squared is 9, 16, 25, and so on. So when I let this thing go, keep your eye on where the ball is when the light flashes.
Exactly on it.
Right. So what you see is that whenever the light flashes, the ball happens to be right where the light is.
Okay.
Okay, and so what that really means is since these things are flashing at a uniform intervals of time, that means that the distance you go every interval of time is bigger and bigger and bigger as time goes on for something that accelerates at a constant acceleration.
Easier to figure.
Exactly right. Okay, now, since I know we're running out of time, I want to say something about the next few weeks. Okay, so next week I won't be around. The week after that, I want to start having shows with kids and their teachers doing some sort of science presentation. And I have something I believe already lined up for the 4th of October. I think it's 2 weeks from today.
All right.
But I want to get something for the rest of October for those weeks after the 4th. I would like to have ideas from science teachers and their kids of any age who would like to come in and show their favorite science demonstration.
Cool. Kind of like Letterman has kid scientists.
Exactly right.
We're going to have kid scientists on the morning show. So if they want to get ideas, where can they send them to you?
They should just send them to wiseguy.net. They can send them to you at the station. Either place is just fine.
Right, wcia.com, or send them to the morning show, and we'll get together, bang our heads together, and find out some cool experiments kids can do.
Does this mean you're going to pay me like David Letterman?
Well, if they pay me like David Letterman, I'll ask them to do the same for you, but don't hold your breath on that one. All right, thank you very much, Matt Sellen, our wise guy. And if you have any questions or you want to be a wise guy scientist, how's that? We'll give it a little name. You can email either one of us and we'll let you know if we pick you. We'll be back with more right after this.